How's it going, Shy?
Okay, let's address this off top. Because I don't even think I know we discussed it, but I don't think we discussed it while recording. I had a tooth pulled. Actually, at the time that we recorded last week, it had not been pulled yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's actually noticeably different. You had a bit of swelling.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was just the that was just the abscess. So you guys were just seeing the abscess, which I mean, notable. It got much bigger once the tooth was actually pulled, but I had the tooth pulled, I guess probably like 3 hours after we recorded. So anyway, thrilled that has now been captured for perpetuity on YouTube.
Forever,
And
baby.
I mean, who cares really? But because honestly, the state of my mouth, take them all out. You know what I mean? Roll them like dice. They're useless to me at this point. But that in case you watched any of last week's or this bonus one and you're like, I'm not going crazy. Has Shalewa started boxing and someone hit her in the face? No. No, just life hit me in the face
Real
by
talk.
way of
Shy's
tooth.
in a fight club, yo. Yeah, you know, man.
I mean, if maybe, oh no, you know what? I can't anymore because I think my bones are too brittle.
Oh no.
And I think if I poke at a speed bag, everything will crack like a cartoon.
Good to know about yourself, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, once you trip on cardboard and break your ankle while carrying, you know, a case of bottled water, you realize, oh, I guess I can't like carry heavy things and do anything else. You know what I mean? So
Right,
anything with
right.
any sort of impact, it's like, oh, I guess I can no longer do that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
anywho, I just wanted to throw that out at everybody who watches. If you listen, I think I pretty much sounded the same, which I don't even. Oh, who knows? I don't have the. Who cares? Anyway.
Welcome back, baby.
Yeah, yeah, we're back from that a bit.
I'm excited about this because one of the things I've come to enjoy about this pod is the randomness of the comments we get on our YouTube channel.
Okay.
In the sense that they're all usually funny, related to something that we said, which I appreciate. But the biggest difference from that and everywhere else that we get like communications with the Troops and Correspondents is that we will get comments months and sometimes years after an episode. So
Sure. Okay.
there are so many comments that like people leave us that bottom of my heart, no idea what you're talking about. You just saw that, and I appreciate that you enjoyed it. But you're making a joke about an inside joke that Shy and I made 3 years ago.
We don't remember.
Don't remember, baby. You know what
I don't remember. I do watch, or at least I let our episodes play.
Yeah.
So that I can just remember what I just said. And then I remember it like a week later. But otherwise, I don't know what I'd be talking about on this show.
Yo, real talk. And I've been playing this game unintentionally, but I might make this a future Patreon game for you and I. I'm gonna find quotes from previous episodes, and you'll have to guess if you said it or I said it. Okay. And I gotta tell you, it's been surprisingly hard for me.
Yeah, no, actually, that's a very good idea because I don't remember anything. I'm very bad at remembering quotes. That to me feels like, you know what? I don't know if you will like experience this the way that I do because you are a dude. But I don't know if you've been trapped in a place with a bunch of dudes who are spitting movie quotes at each other. It's truly the most annoying thing. And they do it at you, especially if you're like, oh, I saw that movie. And then they throw a quote at you and you're like, I don't know what are you talking about? Because I'm not locked into these quotes like that. And the thing, usually whatever line it is that I remember, it was like some offhand, almost like a tagged part that probably wasn't even in the script that like someone said or did, or a look that someone gave. That's usually the thing that I remember. So I can't go, oh yeah, remember how he looked at a guy and the guy looked at him and went, I don't know. No one remembers that. Really? It was in Dazed and Confused. No one remembers that.
Real talk.
So it is, I'm not good with quotes, and dudes get mad if you don't remember the quotes, if you don't remember their favorite quotes that you were not aware of. So yes, absolutely. Quiz me on these quotes.
We gonna do this. And on that tangent, I genuinely do not like when dudes do that.
It's
like,
so off-putting. It's very like, oh, you like Nirvana? Name 3 of their albums. Like that kind of thing. Which sure you want to quiz the people, but
I guess, but that ain't the way.
It's not cool. Just let people enjoy it.
Real talk, me. I'm glad you liked it. It was dope.
Yeah.
I don't like it because I feel like you're stealing my personality without doing the work.
What do you mean?
So like this happens a lot with really popular comedies in particular, where like I'm not necessarily trying to be the funny person in most of my circles.
Right.
But just by the nature of the fact that I do this for a living, I'm and both the podcasting, stand-up, I'm relatively, if I'm engaged in a convo, I'm gonna have more jokes than most people.
Right.
And I've noticed that there's guys in not necessarily my friend group because I filtered them out, but like the extended group where like to be funny, whatever the funny thing is that's in the zeitgeist, they'll quote it, and I feel like it's stolen valor because like people be like, they're funny, and I'm like, no, the person they're quoting is funny.
Yes.
This happened a ton right around college with like the Kevin Hart specials, the Cat Williams specials, where like people would say like gang banging on bacon and
wait, when was that? Wait, whose special was that? Gang banging on bacon? Was that Cat
was
Williams?
A Cat Williams line. It was like a big thing, like one of his like jokes from I forget which of the major specials from that time that he put out. I don't know if it's like pimpin'. I mean, all the I think every special he has the word pimpin' in it.
Is it it's pimpin'? I love that one. I love that title. You know what? I think if you can take a quote, especially when it comes from a comedian, because there are jokes and things that jokes or quotes I may have with like my sister, who is we find a lot of the same things funny, whether we mean to or not. But it so we can say a line from it, but that's usually for us.
For you two. I love that. That's different.
And sometimes some of the lines just make our way into our regular vernacular. So when I am talking about, and I'm not doing it in order for everyone to find me funny. I literally, when I hear about someone going through a hard time or blah, 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 and I talk about it and I end with like, poor little tink tink. Okay, I am quoting Cat Williams, but not because I want you to laugh as much as I laughed at Cat Williams. It's because that is in my brain now as a thing that I say when I'm shaking my head feeling bad about someone's situation.
Straight up.
It is now.
I love it.
Poor little tink tink. But when you are like quoting it like you said it, that's
yeah. And the difference is that you would say that and no one else would know that it's a Cat Williams thing because of how you said it.
Right.
It just sounds, like that's some shit Shy would say, me and Frank. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just there's something but like when you do the delivery of the comic that did it, like it's something about it that like it bothers me. I'm like, bro, you could have just thought of your own thing. Like, and I would love you so much more. But like it bothers. There's I won't say who because they're close enough to me that if I describe them, they'll get tight.
Okay.
But like, know that like there was someone that I care about deeply, like that I pulled them aside, like when they were like, I want to say like 18, 19.
Right.
I was like, yo, homie, for your growth as a man,
wow,
you gotta stop doing this. Like
for your growth as a man.
Real talk. I'm like, yo, homie, like real talk, your personality can't be funny through the work of others. You know what I mean? And like that's cute once or twice you drop the line. If y'all saw the movie together, that's different.
Right.
But like if you just all your funny is referencing lines from somebody special or from like The Mask or Ace Ventura, like my man, like you not a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I was like, yo, before those movies came out, I liked you. Like you yourself was cool. You don't need that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be you.
It's like when everyone ran around saying winning after Charlie Sheen went on
Right.
his insane whatever it was, and everyone was like winning #winning or blah blah blah. I lost a lot of respect for folks who said winning. I was just like, that's not even necessary.
At all.
We're speaking. You don't have to say that. That's not anything you would have done before.
Real talk.
So
And that shit, like, it eats in my soul. I'm like, yo, that shit ain't right. So yeah, like I don't know, like, and I love when it's a deeper cut, if it kind of shows who you are, but when it's something that we all know, I'm like, I don't know what you're trying to communicate here. That like I don't know, it really bothers me as a writer, as a funny person, as a human. Just so many, it irked me. But straight up, you know who you are.
Did they grow? They've
grown. Real talk.
Good.
And like, cause it made me. I went deep on. I was like, yo, like, homie, like, it's making me wonder if like the person I liked was just quotes I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Like,
wow, you really took him to church on this.
Straight up. And I'm talking like I was like 21. Like, this has been a thing that's bothered me for a long time. Like,
yeah, and that's honestly when it's egregious is in the teen years, and 20s. Well, teen because you know, you and your friends are getting together and you're fucking watching the same stuff, and it's fun to yell those things at each other, and so now you're kind of going out into the world. But 20s, I think you are changing the type of movie maybe that you're going to see.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're not limited by a parent who won't let you go see rated R movies, or you know, your tastes are changing rapidly and you're taking in a lot of stuff, hopefully. And then it becomes like obnoxious, and you're using it as a way to gatekeep, or just like to decide, you know, like are you worth it, or do you know, and that kind of thing. And it is very annoying because I'm like, what did you think of the movie?
No.
Like, do you remember the movie, or do you only remember these particular lines? And I've never been one for doing quotes. I barely remember quotes. I remember feeling, I remember looks and things like that, but I don't feel like yelling quotes at each other. But
straight up. I mentioned it before, one of my favorite movies is Paid in Full. You know what I mean, the Hood classic, courtesy Rock Films. And there's a lot of great quotes in that people still say if they're part of the culture. But my favorite moment was there's a character in the film who has glasses on, and during a conversation, he rubs his eyes by putting his finger through the glasses.
Right. Because there's no lens.
There's no lens. And like, it's such a small thing that like, I was like, that's awesome.
Right.
And like, it highlights the fact that he's wearing them stylistically. Every time I bring it up to people that love the film, they don't remember that.
They don't remember that, do they?
You know what I mean? And I'm like, you don't get it. That's what tells me everything I need to know about Homeboy. That's the moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, like it turned like most people like they love the film. And again, I'm not gonna front, like I love the lines, but it shouldn't be like if this was like a major blockbuster hit, I'd be annoyed if you did this all the time.
All the time.
You know what I mean? I'm cool with it a little bit more in this case because it's more of a niche film, so it is a little bit of a like appreciation for it, but still, like I don't like the whole like if you don't know, you don't know kind of aspect of it.
Right. Because I know the line, I hadn't even seen the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know, how hard is that? It's not that hard.
Come on, be better out there, y'all. Come on, man.
Just pay closer attention. Just pay closer attention.
Real talk. Yo, and like, at the end of the this is why you should journal. You'd have your own lines.
That's true.
Put it out there.
I have what was it? Okay, yesterday I've had a kind of rough couple of days getting back to work. It's always, you know, we are gone for like a week and some change, and getting everything up and running and okay, you know, as an office manager, it was a rough few days getting everything, like knocking the dust off of everything after the holidays, right?
Right.
And I keep a notebook on me. You know, I got that thing on me at all times. And But the notebook I had on me was one that I guess I decided, you know what, I guess I'll just use this as the current journal instead of a bigger notebook. This is a little bit smaller. Um, I'll just use this because it's a notebook I had on me at a time that I really needed to get some things down. And I had some stuff happen in the office and I was very bothered by it. And it really bugged me. And I was like, how do I even I was like, I mean, do I tweet about it? No. Why? Why would I throw that into the fray? And how do I subtweet a person who doesn't even it was just so much. And then I was like, oh, Shalewa, you got that thing. And I pulled out my notebook and it's just small enough that I'm writing in it and nobody is like, what are you doing? It's just like, oh, I guess she's jotting down some notes for something, you know? And
grocery list.
yeah, and I got out what I needed to get out. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad to be back in this space.
Amen.
So if you've been wondering about journaling, I mean, pick it up anytime. But yeah, go ahead, get you a little notebook. Doesn't have to be a big one. Something that you can carry with you and a pen and go ahead and get at it and figure out who you are. So that you're not running around talking about I'm rich, bitch, or whatever.
Oh my goodness. Real talk, yo. That one personally bothered me because like
you're not. You're not.
Yeah, like we all broke down here, B. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. And then on top, that one in particular pissed me off because like they will quote it and then they would say, yeah, from Chappelle. And I'm like, he's not even the dude.
He's not even the one who says it.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah.
Come on, people.
I know.
Y'all could do so much better.
Rick James, bitch, made him go to Africa. You understand?
Yo.
Like, y'all wouldn't let that go. My man had to flee.
Real talk.
I'm just saying.
Now you ruin your own artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Y'all couldn't think of your own goofy ass thing.
Oh man, let's get into the news.
Okay.
Kicking us off. I forgot he was the first article. Dame Dash.
Oh, great.
Sells his entire film company in auction for a measly $100 after seeking to cover $1 million in debt. That's right. Dame Dash has been
talk about poor little Tink Tink.
And that's how it's done.
Oh no.
Dame Dash has been going through it in the legal department. He filed for bankruptcy back in September, owing millions of dollars in various debts, tax, child supports, and lawsuits. Since then, he had to make desperate moves to try to make up for his financial woes. For instance, he sold his Rockefeller and has transparently attempted to sue anyone and everyone doing anything to clear his money problems. However, one move that could have netted most people a ton of cash backfired in a serious way. Recently, Dame Dash held an auction for Poppington LLC.
Wait, let's just stop.
Yeah, I was like, I can't speed run through that.
Let's just stop and really, really take in the name of the LLC. Poppington LLC. Look, I'm not big on Dame Dash. I guess I just wasn't really big on the dudes with huge egos who just talked a lot.
Yeah.
So it was a rough relationship with a lot of our, scene, like hip hop moguls of sorts.
Fair.
But let me tell you something. Poppington LLC, that's a bar. That's a bar.
Yo,
what a great name.
Hey man, see, that's why that's real talk. Anyone that doesn't respect you, Shy, you know what I mean, as a member of the culture, that's why you should respect Shy, okay? Because even people she don't fuck with, credit where credit's due.
Credit where credit is due. You know
what I mean?
I mean, that's a thing that I'm really trying to. It's helping me not hold on and be angry to people, or angry at people. It's just like, hey man, you know what? I gotta hand it to you. Poppington LLC. That's a good one.
Real talk. Well done, brother.
All right. Oh, you okay? You good for now. On that, you good.
The production company holds all of his film catalog, including his most well-known work, Honor Up. The film starred Dash, Stacey Dash, and Cameron. However, the plan completely backfired. One person appeared at the auction, as in only one person, and they bought the company for a measly $100.50. CEO of Muddy Waters Motion Pictures, Mike Montasser, shrugged at the whole affair after winning the abrupt bid. Wow, that's rough.
Wow.
$100 for the whole catalog.
And 50 cents. Don't forget that 50 cents.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That goes far.
Yeah, that might have been, I don't know. That could get you a Fanta Orange out of a Coke machine back in the 80s. Man, remember when drinks out of the drink machine were 50 cents? Did you even live that life?
Nah, not at the machine. I've had affordable drinks, but I had to go to
yeah,
the
that's
store.
right. You guys had bodegas everywhere. We had to live out off of vending machines. We had to run the streets and live off of vending machines. But
yeah, that's a different life. We definitely had like our 50-cent sodas were Tropical Fantasy, CNC. You know what I mean? They came in.
That sounds like a strip club.
Straight up. You don't know about Tropical Fantasy, the 50-cent 24-ounce soda?
The 50-cent 24-ounce soda?
Straight up. They were 24 ounces. It was the best value in the store. So it was terrible for you. We knew it.
That's worse than just sugar.
Straight up. It was like, that was the original it'll kill your sperm drink. Like, that was the rumor that, like,
I'm sorry. The original "it will kill your sperm" drink.
Yeah, like there was like a 10-year run in New York where, like, and I think it was like a lot of Northeast cities in general where there was like a rumor, kind of maybe even conspiracy theory that there were sodas that were being poisoned to make Black and Latin men unable to have children through the cheap drinks. Because to your point, 50 cents for 24 ounces of soda isn't economically feasible. You know what I mean? They're like, that's crazy. Arizona is literally a dollar for 24 ounces, and that's pushing.
And I mean, the 50 cents we were paying were for 12-ounce cans.
Right. Nah, this is 24 ounces, came in a bottle. It had its own fridge.
Yeah, because that's not even the average size.
Straight up.
I mean, at that time, a bottle was probably if they even had the 16-ounce bottles during my time, it was basically mostly cans. I really did not see a bottled drink like that until, oh Lord, maybe the 90s.
Yeah, Tropical Fantasy was out there. Real talk. And they had crazy flavors. But yeah, it was I'd say they had like 20-something flavors, Tropical Fantasy. CNC was really similar. But Tropical Fantasy def had like the hood on smash.
Wow,
you go to the store, $1, you could buy like a bag of chips, a zebra cake, and Tropical Fantasy, and like, kickstart that diabetes that I got.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, Little Debbie had all of us in the chokehold with the 25 cent. I remember the feeling. I remember what Publix I was standing in when I went to get a snack cake, and it was not 25 cents anymore.
Ooh.
And it was like, it might have been like 50. And I was like, that can't be. And I was an adult. This wasn't like when I was a kid. So they had it for 25 cents for a long time. And then at some point in the 90s, late 90s, they were like, all right, we got to go up to 50 cents. And I was just like, what is happening? I was so angry.
Stop. Real shit. I think this was one of the biggest mistakes that like we made as a society, was moving away from this point economically. Besides the whole financial repercussions of like having to, like the economy changed so much, through all of those changes, right? The dollar's getting weaker. I genuinely believe I got better at math because snacks were workable amounts that I could work out in my head as a kid. I learned fractions, like all of that, because the typical snack was a quarter, 50 cents, and I was able to work out like, oh, this is half of my dollar. And like I could ask an adult for $1. Like there was something about that that worked out well. The dollar representing 100% and also 100 pennies.
Right.
It was an easy transitional point for a kid to work out with stakes that mattered to them, but not stakes that were so prohibited from a parent or an adult to provide you with. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely believe that, like, kids struggle more in math today because they're not getting that day-to-day practice of going to a store and, like, having to break down 4 quarters to get a drink and a snack.
Getting lunch money every day and then budgeting how much of that you would need to get to go to a movie on the weekend.
Yeah.
And then deciding, do I need to buy a whole lunch or can I just get someone to buy a roll for me? Or do I just get some chips instead? Like, okay, I need this much to go see a movie. And this is what I've accumulated by the end of the week because I'm like, I'm not going to eat all the, I'm not going to spend. Okay, great. I get to go to this movie. Yada, yada, yada. Like, we'll go to this movie theater. We can hide in the bathroom. We'll see two. Like, we were really doing all kinds of math.
Yeah.
Because it was the money was very simple. Now, I hate to be a nowadays the kids but I mean, they literally just tap a phone. And I'm like, who is that attached to? I'm scared to tap a phone.
Real talk. And they don't learn now. They don't have the stakes. You know what I mean? Like, they don't see, like, oh, this leads to this exact thing. You know what I mean? And then, like, I remember with, like, because of that, when I was learning those things in school, it made it easy. In, like, the textbook, they would be like, this apple is a quarter, is 1/4 of your dollar.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, that's one Star Crunch. Okay.
Real talk. Yeah, like, so I do that myself.
Crunches equal an apple. Yes, exactly.
All of that shit is just a tap now. All of it means the same thing. You know what I mean?
I just read a tweet or a thread, something where someone was like, I used to go to this Dunkin' Donuts and on my way to work, and I went there once and I ordered a dozen donuts, and the young man just put 11 in the box or something, and she's like, oh, I ordered a dozen. He's like, yeah, here they go, because that's what fit based on how he put them in. And she's like, a dozen, and he's like, yeah, that's what's in the box. And the manager had to come over and pull the young man aside and go, 12 is in a dozen, and then give her the other donut, and then gave her like a free muffin or some shit. And I like, that's just very funny. Because I'm like, oh, well, he's definitely not counting back her change, huh?
Real talk.
I mean, we don't even have pennies anymore. Yo,
real I that hurts every time I see it at a drive-thru. Hey, McDonald's literally like begging us to leave him alone with the pennies.
Look,
every drive-thru got a little sign saying
every place that I've been in, they're just like, hey, try not to pay cash because you ain't got no pennies no more. And then I was in the Horseshoe, which is what I call one of the bodegas near me that is shaped kind of like a horseshoe.
Okay.
And I got something that was $3.99. I gave her $5, and then she went to open her pennies to give me I was like, no. I don't need this. I got jars of this at home.
That's on me.
It's $4. This is $4. I gave you $5. Just give me my $1 back and we good. I don't need your penny. You need your pennies.
Yeah.
You need your pennies. Also, how are you just cracking that open willy-nilly like they still making them? Anyway, Dame Dash got pennies on the dollar for his movies. Okay.
Real talk, yo. Good luck, Dame. We rooting for you, brother.
Oh, buddy.
In everyone else's defense, you made terrible movies.
Horrible movies. How much did you think you were going to get?
Yeah, real talk. Low key, I think this is accurate, like as a price. I don't think there was underbidding. I don't think there was a lack of people that affected the price. I think this was the sale price.
Oh, well, also it says here the guy who bought it. Apparently Dame Dash had been had litigation issues with him for years.
Mm-hmm. No, this is that personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. I fully understand. But if you ever heard stories of how some of these films were made, it shows.
Yeah, it's $100.
Real talk.
It's $100 over for sure.
Yeah, real talk, man. You got your money's worth, man. Go out there.
Probably.
Get a couple slices. You know what I mean?
Only 2 now. That's how much.
Oh man, I'm rooting for you. I'll go stream Paper Soldiers or something. You know what I mean?
Where are you going to find that? Oh, I guess Tubi. Probably not even Tubi. If he was smart, he would have. You know what? What do I know? I know nothing.
Oh man! In other news, what's inside the McRib? That's right. New lawsuit hit McDonald's. A class action lawsuit claiming the sandwich doesn't have any rib meat. That's right.
You know what? I don't even. Yeah, duh. What are you talking about?
Real talk. Shot is
class
so
action lawsuit do you need? Who? Just a list of idiots? Just a list of idiots who are like, where's the rib meat?
Yeah, it's $6.
You'll be lucky if there's meat, baby.
Mm-hmm.
This is straight up just, I don't know, soy.
Real talk. You lucky the pickles are real, okay? Hey, you get 2 pickle slices. Shut your mouth. Real talk. All the barbecue sauce you want.
Right.
McDonald's says the federal class action lawsuit claiming it misled millions by marketing the McRib as real pork rib distorts the facts.
Doesn't the whole sandwich bend? I'm sorry. The whole sandwich bends.
There's no bone.
There's no bone.
No bone.
Which is the part that you would have the problem with.
Yeah. Come on, people. 45-page complaint filed on December 23rd in the U.S. District Court for Northern Districts of Illinois takes issue with the product's name and presentation, notably the term McRib and its rib-shaped patty, which they say would lead a reasonable customer to believe the sandwich includes real rib meat when there is none.
Okay, so we're really taking liberties with reasonable.
Yeah, I was going to say, be like, low-key, I don't trust none of you as lawyers now.
Yeah, all of you are untrustworthy.
According to the complaint, the McRib is actually made from restructured pork, which combines cuts from such as shoulder, heart, tripe, and scalded stomach, none of which qualify as rib meat.
Heart?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to be real with you, Shot. None of this is rib meat.
Yeah,
okay?
I don't think
so. I fully get it, but this is way better meat than I thought.
Yeah, actually, that it is from the pig is kind of impressive.
Real talk. Like, this was attempted rib meat. They just missed. They were in the ballpark. They
were in the right animal anyway.
Yeah, they trying.
Yeah, I don't know about heart, but okay.
The lawsuit asserts 16 legal claims, including fraud, breach of warranty, breach of contract, and violations of state consumer protection laws. It seeks to represent a nationwide class of consumers who purchased a McRib in the past 4 years.
In the past 4 years? First of all, don't they only put out the McRib on like the like on the spring equinox or something? Equinox? Isn't it only on like summer and winter solstice that it's even released?
Real talk. It's hyper rare. Real talk.
It's like at this point, years.
Yeah. Years. I want to say there was even like an app like for tracking it. Like a McRib like website for like, hey, if it's out, like this is where they're selling it. Yeah, McRibLocator.com.
What?
Thing. I remember like this is a thing where like if it was out, you could find where it is and if they have any left in stock. So like you go buy one while it was available and like if it was available somewhere first. Real talk, yo, get out there, cop a McRib after they settle this lawsuit. You know what I mean? You tell us if you could taste the shoulder and hearts. You know what I mean?
The shoulder and
heart. Yo, people pay good money for heart, man. That's just dope, man.
What about the
A McDonald's spokesperson told the local news that the McRib uses 100% boneless pork.
Okay, great. What about the chicken? I'm sorry. It just hit me. How are we upset about the McRib and we ain't going to talk about the chicken McNuggets? Has there been a class action lawsuit about the McNugget?
Yo, real talk. I've seen the how to make chicken McNugget recipes. It is like a thing. Like you gotta like it's like shredded several different parts of chicken.
Like the beak?
Yeah.
Is it like 15% feathers?
It does have a certain amount of airiness that no other nugget has.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, and I'm sure it's pressed together like an IKEA bed, but like, What do we talk like origin wise? Okay.
I know, and I know it's weird because they always put it in those like 4 shapes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just not natural. Like I don't know. I don't know why people found that in like hey, I want my McNuggets to look like a boot.
Oh, that's to get it out of the. All right, I got to shout out my boy Paul Galwa, who is a comic that I worked with a lot in Atlanta. We started roughly around the same time, and then we were in a comedy group. Remember when stand-up comics, like a few of them would just band together and be the blah of comedy or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So in Atlanta we had the Beards of comedy, right? Andy Sanford, Dave Stone, TJ, Joe Zimmerman. Anywho, so we were like, that's the way to succeed. So me and 4 guys. Well, first it was the 4 guys. And then they had a show and they had me like come on as a guest or something. And then they had a little conference and they were like, we want you to join us. And so we were Joca-Cola.
Oh, that's awesome.
5 cans of Joca-Cola, and Paul was in that group. Anywho, he has an excellent joke. He has an album on Spotify. He has a comedy album on Spotify.
Hell yeah.
And he has an excellent joke about McNuggets and the shapes of them and using them with sauces. And that's kind of the only thing I think is that they are shaped to get every drop of the sauce out of the little container. So you got to come in there first to do a little bit of dips, but then when you're left with what's in the container, that's when you use the boot. And you come around and you get the toe of that boot. Look, let me tell you, you and Galwa would literally be a force of nature. Sitting around food, forget about it.
Yo, we gonna link up, homie. Yeah. Put it out there, my G. I'll talk to you soon. Expect a random DM from a dude from Brooklyn. McDonald's chicken McNuggets are made of white boneless chicken, breast tenderloin rib meat, mixed with marinade, then battered and breaded with ingredients like wheat flour, corn flour, starches, spices, and leavening agents, fried in a blend of vegetable oils and contain no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives.
Okay. All right. So it's like when you buy a rotisserie chicken and you take it apart to eat later, at the bottom of the bird, like at the bottom of the chicken, there are little pieces that you have to like really get your finger in there to gouge it out if you're trying to get all of the chicken. And that's what it's made from.
Real talk.
And then they chop that real fine and they add a lot of filler. Okay, great. You know, that's as good as the McRib. I'm not suing anyone over that.
Yeah, you got to know that going in.
You have to.
They're 5 for $20.
Yes, exactly.
It's 5 for $20, like my man. And it's cooked. It's done.
Yeah, it's great.
What you thought was happening?
What do you think is going to happen?
Come on, people. Yo, lawsuits wild, my G. In other news, famous cupcake chain had a sudden shutdown that has fans spiraling. That's right. Sprinkles was the cupcake place you went to for birthdays, breakups, and of course the cupcake ATM run when you wanted dessert without making eye contact with anyone. And now, in a terrible kickoff of 2026, it's closing for good. Candace Nelson, the founder of Sprinkles Cupcakes, confirmed in an Instagram post the brand's final day with service was December 31st, calling the sudden ending surreal. She also made it clear this isn't a decision coming from her side of the kitchen. Nelson said she sold Sprinkles to private equity.
There it is.
Come on, people. Come on. Y'all got to learn, B.
Come on. Are y'all not also reading these articles?
Yo, come on, man. Oh, man. Sold to private equity back in 2012 and hasn't been involved in operations for more than a decade. But the news still hit personally since she's always assumed Sprinkles would keep growing.
How did you assume that if you sold? You know what? I don't know. I have to sell it to someone that keep it, but it's going to grow forever. Also, how much growth will there be in cupcakes?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like we already have, what's the one? Baked by Melissa, which is the tiny little bite-sized cupcakes.
Yeah.
So outside of them being pre-chewed for you, I think we've done everything that you could do with cupcakes. You put them in a vending machine, which honestly is insane.
Yo, Real talk.
But
They dropping to the bottom.
yeah,
Come
like,
on, B.
nah, no thanks.
Nah,
I don't
B.
think I can do that. I'll just take a Hostess. I'll
Yo,
just take a Hostess. I
you
can't.
know
I
how
don't.
I'm just realizing, you know how much they've done with cupcake that like they even try to trick us and tell us other things aren't cupcakes and they cupcakes. That cookie place by you, that's in the city. I think those cookies are cupcake tops.
Wait, what cookie place?
With the oversized cookies that are really just
Oh,
cakes.
Levain?
Yeah, like
Yeah, man. Well, either way, they got to cook them through, cookie or cupcake. They got to cook them bitches all the way through.
Yo,
goopy ass cookies.
straight up.
Yes.
I'm like, this ain't a cookie.
Yeah, it's too bulbous. It's still, to me, the dough, and it hasn't flattened out to a cookie.
Real talk, man.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta step your game up. Crumb. There's a lot of these things, okay?
Yeah, well, I heard that one of them, did Crumble close? I think Crumble might be. I think Crumble Cookie might be closing. Let me look that up. I bet it's the same private equity firm. How about that?
Cupcakes, watch your back out there. Real talk, man. It's getting serious, okay? Yo, I'm a fan of Layers, by the way, so don't, leave Layers alone.
What was Layers?
They still popping. Layers, it's like a big shop. They're mostly in Long Island, but they've had a couple in Queens that I like. There's one actually, if for those of you that are into comedy, there's one a QED local club in Astoria. There's a Layers right across the street from them. They have a Biscoff cupcake that's fire.
Oh, I'm sure that is good.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Incredible.
It's not all of them, but they are not growing. Quite a few of them are closing. It's not all of them, but it ain't growth. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yo, cause real shit, Shot. Like I thought about this a lot. Like, I'm a big fan of. I would say I'm just below foodie. I enjoy foods.
Right.
I eat a variety of foods. I'm willing to try stuff. I'm not doing it daily though. I do get in I think that's part of like the foodie thing. You want to try something new every day. I ain't that wild. I like getting in a pocket. Like, oh, I like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think about this a lot with certain snack things. Like, even if you love like a snack, like I can't see myself going out to buy a cupcake from a chain more than 3 times a year. Am I crazy? Like, what's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like really, really into like insomnia cookie,
well, here's the thing. I think that you save that kind of move of like buying something from a place that's kind of special just only a few times a year for a more high-end kind of bakery, which I believe these places are kind of based on. It's the idea of a bakery, but it's just a chain.
Right.
Like Insomnia Cookies, they put them bitches anywhere. Yo. You know what I mean? They will put them in a doorway. Like where everybody's got to scoot in order for you to get to the door to get into the actual building that's behind it. They don't care. They will stick those anywhere. But the idea is that, but it's like a bakery. It's a place where they make cookies. Yeah, in the way that McDonald's is a place that makes burgers. You know what I mean? It's the fast food occasion of bakery stuff. So like the little cupcake place, Baked by Melissa, that's the same thing. I've never seen space in one of those places where you can sit down and eat a cookie. Well, no, because when I was in Atlanta, I was in East Atlanta, and there was Insomnia there, and they had like a couple of tables, and I'm like, who the fuck is sitting down for Insomnia cookies? That's where you get a whole bunch of cookies for the board meeting. You know what I mean? Like that's not for, or you're high, you get a couple in a bag, and then you walk around and eat them. It's not like high-end stuff, but it makes you feel like it's high-end stuff because before that, to get your cookie fix, you had to go to a grocery store and just get whatever was there.
Straight up.
So this feels like you're getting some sort of bespoke cookie experience, and it's not. They're everywhere. So I think that's the thing, is that like, it feels special, but it's not actually special. But what you're paying for, you're paying a little bit more. You're paying for not having to go to the Great American Cookie Company in the mall, which are still there. I just saw one.
Doing great.
I didn't think it would be there, but they're still there, so offices can still get their cookie cakes. So, but you're paying for that kind of like, ooh, isn't this fancy experience? And it turns out it's not fancy. It's all baked in the same fucking place and frozen and shipped out to all these places.
All of them shits. You
So
paid
it's
$3
like,
too much. Could have got it at Subway.
That's a shame that Sprinkle's gone, but also like, it's kind of like losing Blimpie. I mean, we still got Subway, right?
It's the same shit. You know what I mean? Real talk, me. Pour out a little liquor for Sprinkles and Blimpie. Very little liquor, but some liquor.
Little, maybe some milk. I guess pour some milk out or some coffee for them.
Oh man! In other news, new study reveals which airlines have the dirtiest drinking water.
You know what? I don't need this right now. What do you mean? The dirtiest? Why?
Oh. Yo, what launched this? Is like I didn't realize water in airlines was dirty.
What do you mean? Like on the plane? I guess let's just read the whole thing and see what they talk about. I got so many questions. Like, let's get into it, Shalewa. You're right.
There are some air travel tips which we hear from experts. Don't forget your compression socks. Hell yeah. Don't eat hard-boiled eggs in the air. Oh, didn't know that.
Well, and, that's a courtesy.
And don't drink the water. From coffee to tea to ice cubes, water on a plane may be potable, but the hygiene and freshness are allegedly iffy. Some people swallow the risk and consume it anyway, while others avoid it at all costs. But thanks to a new study by the Center for Food as Medicine and Longevity, we know which airlines have the best and worst drinking water. Researchers have collected over 35,000 samples from 10 major and 11 regional airlines over 3 years. It's pretty thorough.
That is kind of thorough.
Yeah. After testing each sample, they assigned each airline a water safety score based on 5 factors. The weighted criteria included number of violations per airline, disinfecting frequency, and E. coli contamination levels, among others. So here we go. With the 5.0 grade A, Delta Airlines.
Thank God. Not that I usually am asleep.
Oh yeah? You don't do the water?
I don't really do. Well, usually I've bought a bottle of water before. So I get on the plane, I already have my own bottle of water. Just because I need it. I need it anyway, and I'm like, I don't feel like bothering them, putting the tray down and then having the cup and then waiting for them to come by so that I can throw it away. And what if they come by early and I'm not done yet? So now I'm shotgunning this fucking, and then the ice and all that. I got a bottle of water. I'll do it when I want to. Just to give you a little idea of my psyche while I'm flying.
Oh, respect. I mean, I've talked publicly about my love for Delta Comfort Plus.
Yes.
It is a game changer for me. I 100% abuse that unlimited alcohol. I don't care what time I'm in there.
I don't know if they're doing that.
They've been doing it for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm just loud enough that they're like, we can't say no to this man.
Yeah, perhaps. You might be an imposing figure.
Real talk. I just know it's happening. I ask. I've done flights at like 5 a.m. I was like, yo, rum and coke. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think maybe they figure if we give him the liquor, he'll fall asleep and we won't have to deal with him.
Straight up. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm already up here. You ain't gonna hear me snoring. You know what I mean? You got the ears and all of that. Let's do it, baby. So, I do that. So I know I'm using ice cubes. You know what I mean? So it's happening. Delta Airlines 5.0 grade A. Fellow grade A 4.8 though is Frontier Airlines. Then we got Alaska Airlines with a 3.85 grade B. Allegiant Air 3.65, also a grade B. Now we drop into the C's. Southwest Airlines with a 3.3 grade C.
All right.
Hawaiian Airlines 3.15 grade C. I've done Hawaiian. I was surprised at.
Oh, have you? Oh, sure. You've been to Hawaii, right?
Yeah,
Oh, sure. Everyone's been to Hawaii. I have not been to Hawaii, but okay.
Real talk. If anything, I would have given a C to the water when I got to Hawaii.
Like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Even the bottled water, I thought was trash.
It's probably a little too pure. Any place that's too close to like the water, you know what I mean? It's not good. So like Florida water, terrible. Good California, like LA, what? Questionable.
Good call. That's a good general rule. I like that.
Yeah.
Real talk. Water in DR kind of trash too, and that's my people's.
Real talk. It's just too close to the actual water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Mhm.
Final grade C goes to United Airlines with a 2.7. Now we get into the D's.
Okay.
Spirit Airlines, 2.05.
Good to see you, Spirit.
Real talk, B.
Mhm.
Keeping it classy.
Mhm.
With a 1.80 grade D. JetBlue.
Oops.
Yo.
Whoa.
Real talk, yo.
It isn't ice extra? They even got ice on. I mean, honestly, surprised that Spirit even had ice available for them to test.
I was gonna say, real talk, B. That is not how I thought they ran.
I feel like Spirit, they just throw a little vodka, a little gin and tonic in the fucking engine and keep it moving.
Real talk. Every time somebody asks for water on Spirit, it's just like somebody like taking some of the captain's water. Like,
right? Yeah.
I brought this from home, B. All right, fine. You know what I mean?
They're just like, wait, I saw someone 2 rows back who had a bottle of water. Maybe they'll share it with you.
And bringing up the rear, grade D with a 1.75. American Airlines.
American Airlines.
Real talk. That I gotta tell you, to outdo JetBlue, Spirit, like that's impressive almost.
Yeah, you gotta be gross.
Real talk. And like calling this a grade D is real like generous.
I know.
1.75 out of 5.
That feels effy.
Yeah, I can say B. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
that's kind of an F in my book.
Yeah, that feels like we failed. That feels like we failed.
Real talk. It's under 40%.
I mean,
real talk. That's only succeeding in baseball. Like, what are we doing here? Yo, that is horrible. Come on, yo, y'all charge too much for this kind of water. But these severe grades?
That's true.
Real talk.
That's
Spirit
crazy.
Airline, JetBlue, y'all saving me money. I deal with the shitty water. But American Airlines, my Joe, you comparable with Delta on prices.
I know, right? You're like considered up there with, I wouldn't say one of the greats, but like one of the big airlines.
Yeah.
And you got us up here drinking doo-doo water. That ain't good.
Oh, B.
Come on. Be better.
1.75.
That's hard because that's like a big leap to try and get up to where fucking United is. Where was United?
Yo, you could double your score, improve, and still not be a good score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild.
That's insane. Wait a minute.
Real talk. If they doubled, they would get to 3.5. They would still just meet the B, maybe?
Maybe. No, it'd be a B minus.
Yeah. Come on, people.
Wow.
Y'all gotta step your game up, man. Yeah, watch what you order when you want to play. You know what I mean?
Just try to get your own water in there.
Yeah, get the alcohol. It'll disinfect the ice.
Okay, you know that feels like Comfort Plus talking.
Yo, real talk. Even when I think about Comfort Plus, I laugh richer. You know what I mean? Like,
that's stupid.
I felt evil as shit laughing right there. I was like, yo, hold on, B.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Finally, Florida man sues Outback Steakhouse after toilet allegedly shattered and collapsed beneath him.
Ooh,
yo.
Okay. All right.
Real talk. Florida man is going forward with a $50,000 lawsuit against Outback Steakhouse, claiming that a toilet seat at the famous restaurant chain suddenly shattered and collapsed beneath him while he was seated atop the throne, allegedly resulting in a fall that caused severe bodily injury.
Right.
According to the report, the filing from Michael Green, yo, respect that you owning this. Real talk. Put your name on this. His lawyer claims that due to the fall, Green suffered significant and permanent loss of an important bodily function. And/or permanent and significant scarring. Oh, my bad, Green. I was making fun of the situation. I didn't know. Lawsuit also accuses the restaurant of negligence, claiming the Outback Steakhouse located in Ocala failed to properly maintain or inspect the toilet, ultimately alleging that the restaurant failed to ensure the toilet was secured to the floor. Additionally, the complaint further alleges that the restaurant knew or should have known about the unreasonably dangerous condition of the toilet and neglected to warn Green about the hazardous issue and also failed to make any repairs to avoid such an incident. While the unfortunate incident reportedly happened to Green back in March, the lawsuit against Outback Steakhouse was not filed by the personal injury firm until December on the 5th judicial court. The lawsuit filing from Green comes at a pivotal time for Outback Steakhouse's brand, as the Australian-themed restaurant chain is reportedly in the midst of a turnaround strategy with an investment in the range of up to $75 million to essentially improve the overall customer experience, including upgrades to the steak quality and remodeling several locations.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yo, so they was addressing it, great.
Okay, they were getting there. Look,
Yeah.
if they just got an investment in the range of 75 million, they can break him off his little 50,000.
Yeah, yo.
Which is what he's looking for. Also, apparently it was a handicap toilet. Which makes me believe that it absolutely was in terrible shape. Because when you go into a public bathroom and you know you about to blow that bitch up, you try to get into the handicapped one.
Real talk.
And you know, you do have to make sure that shit is secure.
Straight up.
And there's a lot of, if you're maneuvering and you need bars and you're trying to get from a wheelchair, or you're trying to get like any of that, your whole, I don't know how many times I've been in a lot of handicapped bathrooms because my mother had been paralyzed. She had a stroke and she was paralyzed on her right side from the age of like 46. So I go places where they're going there, bars on the walls, wiggly as fuck. I'm like, do I need to bring my own screwdriver to tighten these bitches so that she can hold on and pee? Like, no one pays the right kind of attention. They're just like, hey, we got one. What do you want?
Yeah.
You know? But there's upkeep. So, I mean, honestly, shoot for 100,000, man. If it fucked you up in a way where it messed up some sort of bodily function, which I don't even know what that could be.
Real talk.
But yeah.
Options, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't want to like put some on homeboy, but also like there's only so many bodily functions that happen in that area.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just like you putting it in my imagination. I'm concerned for you.
I'm very concerned.
Real talk.
And
like,
I bet there was no hook on the door either. Come on. Yeah, go ahead and take them. Now, as far as them having to do some sort of weird pivot to get better steak or to renovate or whatever, just make sure that your brown bread is still on point, because their brown bread was really good.
Yo, you heard it here first.
Outback Make sure Steakhouse. That brown bread is on point. I don't care what you really do with the meat, you know.
If you would like a focus on all things brown at Outback Steakhouse, okay?
Oh, wow. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
Bro, I've been reading too much New York Post. I'm sorry. Real talk. That's how they start articles over there. All you gotta do is like and subscribe to the show, baby. If you're an Apple, Spotify listener, we appreciate your ratings. 4 stars. You eat at Outback Steakhouse every day. Hey, man, no judgment, but a little bit of judgment.
Yeah, I hope if you do that, you can make it home before you have to use the bathroom that you're not using. Yeah, I hope get it to go. Oh my goodness. We used to get it to go when I worked at the adult video store.
Okay.
And I had a coworker who didn't eat sandwiches. And I know that sounds crazy to you. She just didn't grow up eating sandwiches. So she would get Outback Steakhouse because she liked steak and potatoes. And then they send us these plasticware like cutlery. And she's like, how am I supposed to? It's just there with plastic. Anywho, it's hard to do.
Does she eat sandwiches today?
I know. I don't think she does. Oh, wow. That's right. You are fully shocked. Yeah, no, she just, her mom didn't really like make her sandwiches when she was a kid.
Right.
You know, just made like a meal and so that's just kind of what she was used to. So she never really cottoned to sandwiches.
But she's never had to like eat and do something at the same time?
She would just make food.
So every time she eats, she stops?
I mean, a lot of people do.
That's
not
crazy.
Everybody. Well, you know, not everyone is like walking. You know, a lot of time you're driving.
Right.
Elsewhere.
Exactly.
So you can have something that's like, you could just get like fries or something. Or maybe like a burger if you want to have is a burger a sandwich conversation. But she, you know, as far as like, I'm hungry, I'm at home, I want to eat something. It was not her nature to get 2 pieces of bread and put some sort of meat or even peanut butter and jelly or anything like that. Just wasn't what she did as a kid. So that's just how she evolved as she grew up. She was just like, that's not really a thing I do. Now she has a child now, and I really should check with her to see if she makes sandwiches for her kid.
Yeah, that poor.
But
Yeah,
maybe not.
nah, you can't do that. Like, and have a
Well,
kid grow up.
you can.
Nah, they gonna be mean people.
They're not. What do you mean?
Like, they gonna be out at recess. Yo, you want to trade? And like, that kid never bring up sandwiches for
Yeah,
years.
I mean, yeah, people will just bring a lunch and it's like food in containers. It's not
but
like
yo, nah.
like when she told us and explained it to us, I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. But also, I mean, if that's how it works, sure. And only since then, I've only gotten further and further away from how people do lunch, like how kids do lunch now. Take like, so I'm sure that kids have like, that kids are bringing little Tupperware containers full of food stuff that's not a sandwich. I'm willing to bet that's happening more than just like, you better get some peanut butter and jelly and make that shit work.
Real talk.
Yeah.
So, does she buy like bread for other reasons? Like, she just,
I don't know.
like, she just eating like bread, like she had Panera bread, like they just ripping off chunks from the loaf?
No, I don't know if she just is anti sliced bread. I don't think so. She enjoys bread. She just doesn't it's not her go to for like a quick something to eat. It's not a sandwich.
Okay. Yo,
I'm gonna reach out to her and I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna find out if that is still the case for her now that she does have a kid.
Shalewa's friend. Okay. You can't do that to that poor kid. Okay.
Look,
they're gonna grow up. They're socializing with people. You know what I mean?
Fine. Trust me, that kid will be fine.
Hey, yo, we trying to catch this bus. Now hold up, I gotta finish my soup. That's your kid.
I mean,
right
now. Honestly, soup would. I could see that. Also, kids now, I'm sure kids have their own weird little eating things, and it's easier to just fucking build a bento box than it is to make them eat a sandwich. I mean, I bet you there are people who are like, oh, my kid doesn't do carbs or some shit. Or you know what I mean? Like, think of the kids. Look, you talked about drinking 24 ounces of a fruit punch that was killing your sperm.
Still alive, baby.
There are kids that are no sugar.
Fair.
You know what I mean? So like, it feels wild now because you know that. And I was just like, how did your mom, like, how are you not? And she was just like, my mom was just around to make meals. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. My mom worked. So we did sandwiches. So like it like her reasoning totally made sense. And now it's only gotten weirder and more disjointed in how people eat and what they give to their kids and what kids are allowed to eat and that kind of shit.
Right.
So it doesn't feel as odd. Like I could see some kid just being like, yeah, I don't really eat sandwiches because my mom was like, I don't need that much, I don't need carbs. I shouldn't eat mayo. All that kind of stuff. Like that absolutely it could be the case. But to do that, you have to be in an environment where you're not just grabbing something to eat and walk at the same time, which honestly, I actually can't stand. You're not going to see me walking and eating a lot.
Nah. This is real. First, Sha, you protect this friend's identity the way I protected my boy. I respect it. Okay. Real talk. That was a private moment y'all shared, this bread convo.
Right.
I respect that you that's a thing that you don't want to put out there. I get it. But you gotta have a convo with her. That's wild. Real talk. If you need me to intervene, help.
No.
I could do it on Zoom. I don't know her info. Keep the camera off. But
I'm absolutely going to hit her up. Like all old friends, she is still active on Facebook. But yeah, I absolutely will hit her up and I make sure I am remembering this correct. But no, I'm absolutely remembering this correctly because we worked at the video store together for a long, and she would get Outback, and she's just like, "Why do they give us these terrible?" And I'm like, "They're not going to give us knives." You know what I mean? We're out here cutting that brown bread with a plastic knife, just trying to do our best. But
oh man, 5 stars. We get the 4 stars. We all gonna talk to this young lady about bread, okay? Making sandwiches. That's wild. Hey, just as a crew, we will sit down, tell all the beautiful stories about sandwiches and how they've saved your life.
Oh boy.
And get a new convert, okay? If you have any articles you want us to cover, please DM us directly on Twitter or Instagram at Silky Jumbo, at Gastor Almonte. Shout out sweet to Brandy Spain, Lori McDaniel, and Miss JNYC. Always appreciate y'all. With all that said, I cannot stress to you how shocked about this random turn of events at the end of the pod.
I'm sorry I didn't drop this on you sooner. If I had known.
Real talk, like I want, like, sincerely, like my sister has been trying to show me some of the things she learns in like young people therapy shit. I haven't gone to therapy.
Right.
And she's like, yo, this stuff is helpful. Ever since you said that, I want you to know I've been grounding myself. Like in this office, I'm like, in my head, I'm saying, yeah, this is my desk. This is my chair. I am here. That is wild. And I will touch a sandwich again. I will 100% eat a sandwich later today. That is me. I am Gastor. I am here, touching this desk where there will be a sandwich later.
Oh my God.
Gastor Almonte with the most shocking group of friends I've ever met. Consistently. Shalewa Sharpe, okay?
You know, you meet people. You go out, you have a job, you meet people, you spend a lot of time with them, you love them all, they're all beautiful, but yeah, you know, we all weird.
Real talk, yo. I will say I appreciate that I get to have slightly more sandwiches because of her. Thank you for
that. yeah, don't worry. You know, she's not coming up here.
Yeah, real talk, yo. Your sacrifice does not go unnoticed, okay?
I love that you think there's a finite number of sandwiches in the world. Gotta get them all.
Oh, man. This has been a Pokemon of Sandwiches episode of War Report. Catch them all and catch us next time. Peace.